Hello and welcome to the Castle Doctrine. This game just popped up on Steam. I'd never heard of it before. Apparently it's been an alpha for a while, like an alpha that you could buy your way into. But basically it is a home defense game and also a home robbery game. So this is what you're greeted with when you start up the game. And that's probably my first criticism, if I were to make any. There's no options menu, just none at all, and no tutorial as well. Because I watched the trailer on the Steam store, and it's a very good trailer. Other trailer makers could take notes from how good their trailer was. Didn't have dubstep in it, that's a big plus to start off with. And so, yeah, I bought the game, and it's cheaper to buy it off their website, by the way, and you get a Steam key, at least for British people, so there's a little tip. And, yeah, I was just immediately baffled by, these are the parts that you can build stuff out of with your house, and some of it's fairly self-explanatory, like steel wall. It's a wall made out of steel, you can't mistake that for anything else. Pits. But then, you have stuff like a rotary toggle switch. I'm not an electrician, so I don't really know what that is, but yeah, I figured out quite a bit of stuff. I've played it for a bit, and I've learned that I'm bad at the game, so basically I have to protect this safe by building a trap maze kind of thing. So I'm just gonna build something bad. It's going to be bad, but basically I'm just going to give people a lot of choices, and they might just get the wrong choice and die horribly. And that's what compelled me to buy this game, really, was the permadeath. If you get caught in your own traps, you die. If you get caught in somebody else's traps, you die. And yeah, that's always compelling for me. So, right, so what, I might have to make these rooms a bit deeper, I'm not sure. So basically I'm just going to give them a shitload of rooms and hope that somebody walks into the wrong ones. So what we have some vicious dogs, and we can plonk those in various rooms. And yeah, I think I'll have to. These rooms aren't really big enough to fit any traps in, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll put another one there. They're quite expensive, but I'm thinking. Yeah, see, like you can put down electrified floors and stuff, but it would be nice if you could walk into a room and have the electrified floor activate so that you can't walk out of the room. That would be nice, but there isn't enough room in there, so I'm just going to put more dogs in. And that is like the worst thing ever. That is terrible, but at the same time, I'm bad at this, and I actually enjoy going to visit other people's houses more. So yeah, basically this is like you come in and you see the doors and the walls, and you have to make a choice. And I'm not going to close this right up to the exit, because I want to give my family a chance to run out. Excuse me. So, yeah, we're going to have a little way for them to walk out around here. Because you have to protect your family as well. It's not just the safe. So yeah, they can just sort of make their way around there and hopefully not get annihilated. And I guess, well, it makes it a bit tempting for people to walk through, but, well, we can put, right, your family for some reason can't operate doors, so that's interesting. But alright, okay, we'll move them around here, and I just feel like adding another dog up here, if I can afford it. No, I can't. Bollocks. Well, never mind. What could I put over there? Probably not a lot. Where's that electrified floor? Oh, it is quite cheap, actually. Okay. Well, no, forget it. We've done enough for now. So I can't afford that shotgun either. There's a shotgun that your wife can use. No, that's too expensive. So yeah, worst design ever, but basically people are just going to come in, they'll choose the right door, and I've got to remember which door myself actually, because now I have to test it. So let's click done, and there's my family. You can immediately see them. That's quite bad actually, because yeah, somebody might just shoot them for the sake of shooting them. It was that door, wasn't it? Yes. So we can successfully leave the house, and yeah, somebody will be trying to rob our house right now, probably. I don't know, I didn't really leave a lot of money in there, so yeah, nobody's trying to rob it yet. But I've actually found that I enjoy trying to steal from other people's houses more. So that's what we're going to have a look at here. And there's one that I've died in. When you've died in a house, it kind of gets marked as purple, and it won't let you go in there, which is probably another criticism that I have. I don't know, I think maybe it kind of eliminates the trial and error for people robbing your house, because if you build up a house, like, that's a lot of money stored in there, 51,000, then you get half of that if you succeed. So that's a pretty big chunk of money that'll disappear. So I think if somebody can continually die in your house and then come back to rob it again, then that's probably going to screw you over in the long run. But it's a bit irritating that the learning curve is just non-existent, because you can't try a house a second time. So I've got 83 people have tried this, only 32 have died. So somebody has killed Joey there. That's just awful. Oh, and Lacey as well. The mean bastards. Yeah, I didn't bring anything with me. I found that the items that you can put in your backpack, you can buy like a saw and wire cutters and stuff like that to get through walls and stuff. They're actually single use, so it's just, I found it to be faintly ridiculous that you could only use a saw once. So I'm sure they have uses, but this is following the similar sort of design as mine. It's just giving me multiple choices. There could be a dog on the other side of this door, and nope, it's just a dead end. And I can see there's no dog on the other side of that door when I go through one of these doors. So that's quite useful. So I'll just go up one from the entrance and just keep going up. And there's a pit bull that has been shot, actually. So somebody has smashed a wall there as well, blasted. So somebody... Ooh, there's some dogs. Right. Now, I've got a choice to either continue or as a bail. And... Wait. Right, okay. One of them stood on that electrified floor, so... Right, what is that? Sticking pressure switch. So if I step on that, it'll stick open and constantly be on. And there's quite a few of those here. I don't know what they switch on, so I'm not going to immediately step on them for any particular reason. Right, so we've got a power source here. Let's just switch one of these on, just find out what it does. I have absolutely no idea. There's so many of them. But yeah, it's a puzzle. It's a little maze to try and get through. Is that dog still there? It is. But if I step here, it's gonna immediately start coming after me again. Well, actually, it seems to be kind of stuck there, but if I step here, it will kill me. And that's it, I'll be dead. I'll have to start from scratch. So, I don't think I'm gonna get around here. It doesn't seem like that's the case. If I had a saw or something to bash through these walls, then I could do that, but yeah, like I said, the items are single use. Which I just, yeah, I mean, they're very sort of overpowered, which is why they're expensive and single use, but Yeah, and you drop them when you leave as well. If you bail from a house, they're all gone. So if we look at this shit, um, cutting torch, crowbar. I mean, you know, the crowbar costs more than it costs to set up your house for the first time. So, right, somebody did actually come into my house and try to rob it. So let's play the tape. He obviously opened the wrong door, so he came in and let's press play. Let's make it a bit faster. Okay, he did not even attempt to open a door. You coward. You absolute coward. You didn't... I mean, honestly, I don't blame him because these... Well, no, I've given the dog one space. It's not instant death. You can step here and the dog will step there. So it's not instant death if you open the doors. But honestly, I don't blame them when they see that and see that there's like thousands of doors there. So I'm going to get rid of this door and put my family in this corridor so they're not immediately visible, because that guy, if he had a gun, he could have just instantly shot my family, which obviously would have been horrible. Alright. Because I've made alterations, I need to test it again, but you don't need to do that every time if you haven't changed anything. Right, let's check out somebody else's. Let's go for one of these big cheeses right up at the top. $110,000, and quite a few people have succeeded, but not many. Right, so we've got a powered door there, voltage triggered inverted switch. Right, so is that a window there? I think it is, but I can't see it if I hover over it. Horizontal wiring. Yeah, so this powered door here, obviously with all these electrical gubbins here, it's designed to shut so that I cannot bail out of here. So chances of me dying in this place are high. So, yeah, I should mention that I've never actually succeeded in robbing somebody's house. So I guess I'm not very good at this, but... that's another powered door. That one's actually closed. I can't go through it. So let's come down here. So we've got an electric floor and another closed door. So yeah, that's a bit of a leap of faith. Those electric floors are not on, but there could be something over here that I can't see that will switch it on when I step on it. And that would be bad, because that would mean that I would be electrified. But I don't see any other way. What is that? Oh, that's a cat. That is a cat with a pressure toggle switch behind it, which could, in theory, turn on these electric floors, but hopefully not. Okay, we did step on that switch, but it did not turn on these floors. That's 4 pit bulls, all in a row. That's not something I'm going to deal with. I'm going to bail. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, I'm dead. As soon as I step there, you were killed by a pit bull. Accept your death. And you died. Yes, I did. So, fresh start, and that's it. You start again. I don't even get to see if anybody tried to rob my old house. No longer have access to it. It's gone. Disappeared from the server, which yeah, it's pretty bastardly. I mean, if you like games with that sort of permadeath risk reward thing going on, you might like this, but yeah, if you don't, if that's the kind of thing that can make you rage quit, then you probably should stay away from this. Because, yeah, I mean, how long did I spend? I think about 5 minutes. It's not a long time on the last one, but, I mean, some of these houses... I mean, that one I was just in was quite clearly very well designed, and, you know, that could take quite a long time. It depends how smart you are. I am not very smart, unfortunately. So, let's have a powered trapdoor. And, whoa, those are expensive, holy crap. I don't know. Let's just leave it. Sod it. Let's just go have a look at some other people's houses. So there we go. That will be immediately robbed. Probably. You can actually. Yeah, you can actually scroll down the list, and if you find, you'll see houses like mine just pop up with $2,000 and like 00 there, and you know that that's somebody who's just done what I've just done. As in, they've just gone, I just want to go have a look at other people's houses, so I'm not even going to bother designing mine. So let's just have a look at this one. This has only had one robbery attempt with no deaths, so got a big long steel corridor. That's a pit bull. So let's go the only way we can. Well, I could have left. I could have bailed out, but right, yeah. See, this is the kind of design that I like to come up with, where you just give people endless amounts of choices and hope that they do that. And I'm dead again. And this is why I quite like to just design a house that you can immediately rob, so that I can just go and have a look at other people's stuff without, spending a lot of effort. I find this more interesting because my designs are immediately obliterated when I die, which I think is probably a bit of a criticism of the game, in my opinion. I would like... Whoa, okay. Nope. Yeah, I would like the ability to... that's weird. I would like the ability to save templates, something like that, and just so that you don't have to build your house from scratch every time. If you could find a design that works quite well, then it would be cool to save a template. So I'm following somebody else's path here. They've smashed through several walls, so I want to see exactly where they went with that. It doesn't look like they went anywhere, really. But, okay, I think we're back near the beginning here. This feels like a dead end. What is that? Oh, that's the empty vault, right. For some reason I can't rob this place. I've noticed that if I've ever actually got to the vault, it's always been empty, but I think somebody else just robbed it, like, too recently, and so it's kind of protected. Right, let's remember the way out of here. Yeah, so I can hold the button down to move. It's not recommended though, because you might just walk into a pit bull or something, but oh well. Is this the way I came in? Yes it is. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Right, yeah, that's why you don't just sort of carelessly move around and you take your time. Because, yeah, Kathy just killed me with a shotgun. That's pretty hilarious, actually. The fact that I got to the vault and actually managed to die as well, that is just awful. That's terrible. Right, so yeah, I mean, if we scroll down, I'll show you what I was talking about with the houses that don't have anything in them. There's one, I think, maybe? No? Okay, it's just a coincidence that it had $2,000 in it. I don't want to return to my house. Okay, there's one. Rob house. Oh, somebody else got to it first. No, I don't know. I wish there was, alright, so I guess I can just click that to go back up to the top. Yeah, I mean, this browser is a little clunky, to say the least. I mean, you can filter it by name, so I guess you can look for a friend if you have a friend who's playing at the same time. But yes, there's no like proper filtering options, or I mean, you don't need that many. But alright, so what have we got here? A powered door. I see a window there, so there's probably a dog on the other side of it. Oh, it's a cat, actually. So, hello, cat. Right, so that door... Where the hell is the vault? That door is now closed. Is the vault just like over here somewhere? It is. Okay. It's one of these. Multiple choices. Okay. Alright, it would seem that I have no choice but to turn these on. And yeah, I chose the wrong one, so I'm dead. Killed by electric floor. Fresh starts. And yeah, this is the game really. I'm gonna play it some more, I think, if I decide to make any more videos on it. I'm gonna get to grips on the building aspect of it, because I'm clearly not very good at it. But I mean, this house here, 34 robberies, only 6 deaths, so that would seem to be quite a simple one. This is just a maze. Quite obviously just a maze. It does have pit bulls in it though. So if I go down a dead end, then that's a big problem, but what's down here? I think the pit bulls can actually just sort of get stuck on walls though, so that they don't have any room to move. Oh. Yeah, this is shit. There we go. And we're dead again. Well, bugger. But yeah, I'm gonna go away and get to grips with the building side of it and learn what all of the parts do. Like, you know, what a wire bridge does and what a voltage triggered switch does. Maybe see if there's some tutorials on the internet somewhere, because, you know, this game desperately needs one. But one more interesting thing about it before I stop recording: if you buy the game, you get the source code. So, you know, that's going to be great for the modding community. You'll be able to have private servers. Currently there's only one big server that everybody plays on. But yeah, in the future I foresee mods, different game modes perhaps, you know, private servers and all that kind of cool stuff. So yeah, that's a really interesting move for them to give out the source code for a game that you pay for. But yeah, let's have a bit of an accident. I think that'll be an amusing way to end the video. So hi honey, I'm home. No, I was just testing my defenses. But anyway, this is Castle Doctrine. It's currently available on Steam and on their website for a little bit less, like I mentioned. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.